Eat this for a healthier heart. Simple omega-3 foods that work. Have you ever sat down at the kitchen table, staring at your plate, wondering if the food you're eating is really helping you stay healthy? Maybe your doctor has mentioned cholesterol, blood pressure, or the need to watch your heart. And you're left thinking, I've made it this far, why is it getting harder to keep things running smoothly? Well, you're not alone. As we get a little older, it's normal to feel like our bodies need a little extra help, especially when it comes to our heart. But what if I told you that something as simple as adding the right foods to your diet could make a big difference? Let's talk about omega-3s. You might have heard the name before, maybe from a TV commercial or a magazine at the doctor's office, but what does it really mean for you? Omega-3 fatty acids are these little nutrients that work wonders inside your body. Think of them as helpers that keep your heart's engine running smoothly. They're found in certain foods, and when you get enough of them, they can help lower your risk of heart problems, keep your blood flowing better, and even help with inflammation. I know, it might sound like just another health trend. But this one has real science behind it, and the best part? It's not about cutting out all the foods you love or following some complicated diet. It's about adding simple, delicious things to your meals. Foods that can not only protect your heart but also make you feel good while eating them. So today, I want to have a heart-to-heart with you, pun intended, about how an omega-3 rich diet can help you keep your heart strong, your energy up, and your life feeling vibrant, no matter your age. We'll go through some easy ways you can bring these heart-friendly foods into your daily routine without feeling overwhelmed or bored by what's on your plate. Let's start with the first key, fatty fish. Have you ever enjoyed a nice piece of salmon, maybe baked with a little lemon and herbs? Or perhaps a can of tuna in your salad? These aren't just tasty, they're packed with omega-3s. In fact, salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout are among the best sources. When you eat these types of fish 2 or 3 times a week, you're giving your heart a natural boost. And no, you don't have to be a fancy chef to prepare them. A simple piece of fish, lightly seasoned and baked, can be one of the easiest, healthiest meals you'll ever make. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. But I don't really like fish, or it's too expensive where I live. That's okay. There are other ways to get omega-3s into your diet without having to turn your kitchen into a seafood restaurant. One great option is ground flax seeds. You can sprinkle them over your oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or even stir them into yogurt. They're almost tasteless, but they bring a powerful punch of omega-3s to your meal. And the best part? They're easy to store and last a long time in your pantry. Another simple addition is chia seeds. These tiny seeds might look like nothing special, but when you soak them in water or milk, they puff up and create a pudding-like texture. Some people mix them into breakfast bowls or bake them into muffins. Just a spoonful a day can help you get closer to the omega-3 levels your heart needs. And honestly, it's kind of fun watching them transform from crunchy seeds into a soft, jelly-like treat. As we're talking about these foods, I want you to think about small swaps, not big overhauls. Maybe it's replacing that regular white bread with whole grain bread sprinkled with flax. Or adding a tablespoon of chia seeds to your morning yogurt. These little changes might not feel like much at first, but over time, they add up to big benefits. It's like planting a garden. You don't see the flowers bloom overnight, but each day you water and care for it, the stronger it grows. And speaking of growing stronger, let's talk about walnuts. Do you keep a jar of nuts on your kitchen counter or in the pantry? Next time you reach for a snack, try grabbing a handful of walnuts. They're crunchy, satisfying, and full of omega-3s. A small handful a day can be a heart-healthy snack that doesn't feel like you're missing out on flavor. And they're great to toss into salads or even sprinkle over a bowl of fruit for an extra boost. I know sometimes it feels like every time you turn around, there's a new superfood being talked about. But omega-3s aren't a fad. They've been studied for decades, with real evidence showing their impact on heart health. By bringing in just a few of these foods, whether it's salmon on Sunday, a spoonful of flax in your oatmeal, or a snack of walnuts, you're taking steps every day to protect your heart. And you're doing it in a way that feels natural, enjoyable, and sustainable. I want you to imagine something with me. Picture yourself a few months from now, sitting down to a meal that not only tastes good but also makes you feel good, knowing you're giving your heart exactly what it needs. No stress, no strict rules, just small, loving choices that support your health. Now that we've looked at these first simple ways to bring omega-3s into your day, let's keep going, because there's even more you can do to nourish your heart and feel your best. As we keep talking about giving your heart the love and care it deserves, there's another simple yet powerful way to bring more omega-3s into your life, through eggs. But not just any eggs, look for those labeled omega-3 enriched. You might have seen them at the grocery store before and wondered what makes them special. Well, these eggs come from hens that have been fed a diet rich in flaxseed, which means the eggs themselves carry more of those heart-healthy fats. So the next time you're making scrambled eggs in the morning or boiling a few for a snack, choosing omega-3 enriched eggs is an easy swap that fits right into your routine. It's the same eggs you already love, just with a little extra goodness inside. And let's not forget about plant-based oils. Have you ever tried drizzling walnut oil or flaxseed oil over your salad? These oils are gentle, nutty, and bring a smooth flavor that pairs beautifully with fresh greens or roasted vegetables. Not only do they enhance the taste, but they also sneak in those valuable omega-3s. Of course, we want to be mindful of portions, just a small drizzle is enough. It's amazing how something so simple can add both flavor and health benefits at the same time. I know sometimes the idea of changing your diet can sound like a big task, especially when you've been eating a certain way for years. But this isn't about taking away the foods you love, it's about adding in small, joyful things that support your heart. Think of it like decorating a room you already enjoy being in. You don't need to knock down walls or buy all new furniture. Maybe you just add a new pillow here, a cozy lamp there, and suddenly the whole space feels warmer, more inviting. That's exactly how I want you to approach bringing omega-3s into your meals. Little by little, step by step. Now, while we're talking about food, it's also important to think about how we eat. Have you ever found yourself rushing through a meal, barely tasting it, because you were busy or distracted? I've been guilty of that too. But slowing down, really savoring each bite, and paying attention to how the food makes you feel can make a big difference. Eating mindfully not only helps with digestion but can also help you notice which foods leave you feeling satisfied and energized. And when you're adding heart-healthy foods like salmon, walnuts, or chia seeds to your plate, taking that extra moment to appreciate them can turn an ordinary meal into something truly nourishing. Another beautiful way to boost your omega-3 intake is by making small recipes at home. Have you ever tried blending a smoothie with spinach, frozen berries, a spoonful of ground flaxseed, and a splash of almond milk? It's refreshing, easy, and gives you a great start to the day. Or maybe you like a warm bowl of oatmeal in the morning. You can sprinkle ground flaxseed right on top, add some chopped walnuts, and suddenly you've turned a simple breakfast into a heart-healthy powerhouse. It's these little habits, these quiet choices we make in the kitchen, that build up over time and create a strong foundation for better health. Sometimes, people wonder if it's too late to make a difference. I've heard friends say, "Well, I've been eating this way my whole life, what's the point of changing now?" But the truth is, it's never too late. Your body is always working for you, always ready to respond to the care you give it. Even small changes, when done consistently, can have a meaningful impact. And you don't have to do it all at once. Maybe today you try adding walnuts to your snack. Maybe tomorrow you buy that piece of salmon. Each choice is like a gentle step forward on a path toward better heart health. I also want to remind you that it's okay to enjoy the foods you love. This isn't about perfection or strict rules. If you enjoy a little treat now and then, that's part of living a full, joyful life. But by making omega-3 rich foods a regular part of your meals, you're giving your heart extra support so it can keep working strong for you every day. It's a gift you're giving yourself, one meal at a time. And speaking of gifts, one of the most beautiful things about caring for your heart is that it doesn't just affect you. When you take steps to improve your health, you're also creating more time and energy to spend with the people you love. Whether it's playing with the grandkids, going for a walk with friends, or simply feeling well enough to enjoy a sunny afternoon on the porch, your heart health touches every part of your life. And the small choices you make today can open doors to more of those special moments tomorrow. So as you look at your meals this week, I invite you to think of them not just as fuel, but as little acts of love toward yourself. Each time you choose a food that nourishes your heart, you're telling your body, I care. I'm listening. I'm still growing, still thriving. It's a quiet but powerful message, and it's one I hope you carry with you every day. And as we continue this journey of caring for your heart, I want to talk about something that might surprise you, the role of community and connection in keeping your heart strong. You see, it's not just about what's on your plate, it's also about who's sitting at the table with you. Sharing meals, laughing together, telling stories over dinner, all of these moments have a way of lifting our spirits and, believe it or not, supporting our heart health too. There's something truly healing about feeling connected, about knowing you're not alone on this path. Maybe it's inviting a neighbor over for lunch, or joining a cooking class at your local community center, or even calling up an old friend to swap recipes. These small acts of connection not only bring joy but can also inspire new ideas for heart-healthy meals. Sometimes, the best way to stick with new habits is to do them together, to make them feel less like chores and more like shared adventures. And who knows? You might discover a new favorite dish or create a tradition that brings everyone closer. I also want to remind you that movement plays a role in how well your body uses those wonderful omega-3s you've been adding to your meals. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights, unless that's something you love. I'm thinking more about gentle, joyful movement. Maybe it's a walk around the block while chatting with a friend, dancing in your living room to a favorite song, or tending to your garden in the morning sunshine. Each step, each stretch, each moment of movement helps keep your heart pumping strong and supports the benefits of the nourishing foods you're eating. And if you ever find yourself feeling overwhelmed or unsure where to begin, I want you to remember this: every meal is a fresh start. Every bite is an opportunity. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to follow a strict plan. You just have to keep showing up for yourself, one choice at a time. Maybe today that choice is adding a spoonful of chia seeds to your yogurt. Maybe tomorrow it's trying grilled salmon instead of fried fish. These are gentle shifts, and they're powerful because they add up. There's a quiet strength in taking care of yourself at this stage of life. It's a kind of wisdom that comes from knowing what matters most. And as you nourish your heart with omega-3 rich foods, you're also nourishing your hope, your energy, and your capacity to keep doing the things you love. Whether it's spending time with family, traveling to places you've always dreamed of, or simply waking up each morning feeling a little more vibrant, you're investing in those moments by choosing to care for your heart today. And I know, sometimes, making changes can feel lonely. But I want you to remember, you're part of a bigger community of people who are walking this same path, who want to feel strong, joyful, and alive, no matter their age. Every time you choose that handful of walnuts, that slice of salmon, that sprinkle of flaxseed, you're joining hands with others who are making those same choices. There's a quiet solidarity in that, a sense of belonging that can carry you forward even on the harder days. So here's what I hope you'll carry with you: that small changes, made with love and consistency, can ripple out in beautiful ways. That every meal is a chance to honor your body. That it's never too late to start caring a little more, to listen a little closer, to treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer to someone you love. And as you move forward, I hope you'll celebrate every little victory. Maybe it's trying a new recipe, or choosing a healthier snack, or even just pausing for a moment of gratitude before your meal. These moments matter. They're like quiet seeds you're planting that over time will grow into a garden of strength, energy, and well-being. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm so glad we could share this conversation, and I hope you feel inspired to take gentle, joyful steps toward a healthier heart. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about love. Love for your body, love for your life, love for the moments still waiting for you. Here's to living each day with heart, hope, and happiness.